Today's Liverpool news brings you three big stories. Firstly, massive buzz across Europe. Liverpool are reportedly fighting hard to sign an incredible €80 million diamond player. Secondly, a brand new survey where Liverpool fans themselves will help decide the club's future ticketing system. And third, a real shocker. Mark Guiu's transfer now hangs in the balance, while a Chelsea star faces a double dilemma. Liverpool fighting over €80 million gem, claim two sources. Liverpool are among the clubs keen on Aston Villa attacking midfielder Morgan Rogers, according to two sources, but Team Talk believes that Arne Slot and Richard Hughes should refrain from going big on him. Rogers is one of the finest attacking players in the Premier League, and his growth and development at Villa have drawn interest from Liverpool, among other major clubs. The 23-year-old has given 2 assists in 10 appearances for the Villains so far this season, while during the 2024-25 campaign, he found the back of the net 14 times and registered 16 assists in 54 matches in all competitions for Unai Emery's side. The England international is under contract at Aston Villa until the summer of 2030, but the Villains have PSR issues, which could force them to sell Rogers. According to journalist Graham Bailey in TBR, Liverpool have a long-standing interest in Rogers, who is in talks with Villa over a new bumper contract. Bailey reported on October 13 that Arsenal and Bayern Munich are also keen on Rogers, adding that Chelsea are leading the race for the playmaker, with Paris Saint-Germain also on the hunt for his signature. The transfer reporter noted in TBR, Aston Villa are massively happy with Rogers. He has gone from strength to strength under Unai Emery. However, he has become a prominent figure for England, and Villa know they need to reward him again, and he is in line to become their highest earner. Chelsea love Rogers, but I am told PSG are very much keeping tabs on him. They were hugely impressed with what he did against them last season, and have maintained a watching brief ever since. A day late on October 14, the less reliable Spanish news outlet, Fichajes, reported Liverpool's interest in Rogers. The report noted in the headline that PSG and Liverpool are fighting over Rogers, further claiming that Villa value the 23-year-old at €80 million, £70 million, $93 million. The Spanish news outlet also backed Bailey's claim about Chelsea being keen on a deal for Rogers in 2026 and added that the Villains do not want to sell him and have placed a huge price tag. Where will Morgan Rogers play at Liverpool? While there is no doubt that Rogers is a brilliant player and can only improve, after all, he is only 23 years of age now, there is no need for Liverpool to spend €80 million, £70 million, $93 million, on him. As things stand, there is no space for Rogers to get into Arne Slot's starting lineup, and it is hard to envisage sporting director Richard Hughes signing a player for €80 million, £70 million, $93 million, only him to become a bench warmer. Rogers has been used as an attacking midfielder and as a left winger by Villa manager Unai Emery so far this season. The 23-year-old played 16 times as a right-back last season and was even deployed as a centre-forward on 3 occasions. While Rogers' versatility is certainly a boon, it also means that his place in the Liverpool team under Slot would be less clear-cut. Where would Rogers play for Liverpool? Alexander Isak and Hugo Ekitike are the 2 centre-forwards at Liverpool, with the latter also able to play out wide. Cody Gakpo, Rio Ngumaha, Federico Chiesa, and Mohamed Salah are the 4 recognized wingers for Liverpool. Liverpool have high hopes for Ngumaha as a left winger, with Gakpo also signing a new contract with the defending Premier League champions in August. While Chiesa could be moved on eventually in 2026, Liverpool have Michael Olise and Bradley Barcola on their radar as Mo Salah's successors on the ring wing. Rogers has played 43 matches in his entire career as a right winger, with 90 of his appearances coming on the left and 53 in attacking midfield. Liverpool signed Florian Wirtz in the summer transfer window to play in attacking midfield, with Dominik Szoboszlai another option for that role. Wirtz is still only 22, while Szoboszlai is 24, so it is unlikely that Liverpool will sign another player in his early 20s for that position. LFC launches latest ticketing survey giving fans a real say. Liverpool FC has launched a comprehensive survey to ensure supporters have a genuine say in shaping the future of ticketing policy at the club. The latest survey, which forms part of the club's ongoing ticketing review, will be sent to 500,000 supporters to ensure that fans are at the center of any future ticketing policy decisions and guarantee their collective voices are heard. This survey is an important part of LFC's ongoing ticketing review, which has seen the club set out ticketing principles, conduct surveys, engage with fan focus groups, and work closely with the supporters board to understand how fans feel about the current ticketing approach and understand the challenges that they face. As part of the review, some initial changes were introduced ahead of the 2025-26 season, which aimed at improving supporters' ticketing journeys and addressing ticket misuse. The review to date has identified ticket access as the most important topic to supporters, and the survey will be gathering opinions of fans on this subject to help inform any further changes and improvements that the club may make. The review has also highlighted complexities and inconsistencies within the club's existing ticketing approach that it hopes to address via this process. LFC has identified some potential policy proposals to explore, and the results of this survey, alongside detailed data modeling and discussions with the supporters board, will inform decision-making on any potential changes. The club emphasizes that no policy decisions have yet been made. It is committed to involving supporters throughout the process, reflecting the club's ongoing commitment to transparent, inclusive, and data-driven policymaking. Some examples of the policy areas being explored include a multi-year loyalty system, for example credits being relevant for multiple seasons. Credits only awarded for tickets bought via club channels, such as a club sale or ticket exchange, rather than for tickets sent or received via ticket forwarding. Introduction of ticket exchange for cup home fixtures. Ways to protect tickets for supporters who do not meet the guaranteed threshold for ticket access. For example, a reduction in the number of guaranteed games for supporters with 13+ credits, a ring-fenced pot of tickets for supporters who are not in the Autocup scheme for home cup fixtures, a ballot of a small number of tickets for some away fixtures. Ways to protect tickets for priority groups such as local and young people, for example by the introduction of a dedicated local young adult area or priority for local juniors. The ticketing survey will be sent today, Thursday, October 16, via email to a wide range of supporters, including current and lapsed LFC official members and season ticket holders. Fans are reminded to check their junk folders if they have not received the survey across the day. Anyone who doesn't fall into one of these groups, however, is able to access the survey here. The deadline to complete the survey and provide feedback is 5 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time on Thursday, October 30. LFC understands that any future changes to ticketing will have a direct impact on fans and that ticketing is one of the most important aspects of the club for many supporters. Fans should be aware that changes may not be necessary in all areas covered in the survey, and inclusion in the survey does not mean changes will be made in every area, rather it ensures the club has a full picture of supporter sentiment, allowing the club to make informed and impactful decisions on ticketing. Any changes that are made following the results of the survey may be introduced over a number of seasons rather than immediately to minimize disruption for supporters and ensure a smooth transition to any new policies. There are several factors that will be key to the successful delivery of any ticket changes, and the club is investing in improved technology to ensure any potential changes can be supported by enhanced supporter journeys and greater protection from misuse. Phil Dutton, Vice President of Ticketing and Hospitality at LFC, said, "The views and experiences of our fans will directly influence our ticketing policy for years to come. We understand that ticketing is an emotive subject, but by working closely with the supporters board and hearing from our fan base, we can ensure any changes we make are considered and focused on the needs of our supporters. We would like to thank the fans for their ongoing passion and support, and we look forward to receiving their valuable feedback through this survey as we continue to shape the future of ticketing together." Shock Mark Guiu, Sunderland return hangs in balance as sources explain Chelsea stars' double dilemma. Sunderland are to give careful consideration to the idea of re-signing Chelsea striker Mark Guiu in January, with the Weirsiders not entirely convinced and with some feeling they should prioritize elsewhere, sources can confirm. Guiu joined the Black Cats over the summer on a season's loan, though was recalled by Chelsea after just a few weeks owing to a lengthy hamstring issue sustained by Liam Delap and amid Nicholas Jackson's determination to force through his exit to Bayern Munich. But despite the first-team pathway seemingly having opened up at the bridge, Guiu has again been left kicking his heels on the sidelines. He finally made his first appearance of the campaign for the Blues in their recent clash with Liverpool. But his future at Stamford Bridge remains uncertain, with the club expecting Delap and Cole Palmer to return from injury before the end of the year. That situation will further limit Guiu's chances of regular game time. As things stand, Guiu could only consider Sunderland as a landing spot if he is to leave again, as FIFA rules restrict a player to representing only 2 clubs in one season. Sources have indicated that Sunderland could be open to the idea of bringing Guiu back, though not everyone at the club is convinced. The forward featured for just 13 minutes across 3 matches during his previous spell, and at the moment it is not clear that they would be willing to go for him. It is understood that the Black Cats will assess the market for other options before committing to any renewed approach. Mark Guiu hints at Sunderland transfer chaos. Indeed, with Sunderland recently losing another summer signing, Habib Diarra, to injury that recently saw him undergo groin surgery, Regis Lebris could feasibly instead look to strengthen his midfield options, especially with the former Strasbourg midfielder hoping to go to the African Cup of Nations in the new year. And in the absence of Guiu, Sunderland moved to bridge the shortfall in their attack by spending £17.4 million, €20 million, $23.3 million, on signing striker Brian Brobby from Ajax. So whether Guiu would be better served by returning to the Stadium of Light or fighting for a rare outing at Stamford Bridge remains to be seen. Either way, Guiu recently spoke about the drama that saw him sign for Sunderland, before being recalled just 26 days later. "We initially decided to go to Sunderland with great enthusiasm and excitement to get some minutes in the top flight and get some experience," he told the Sunderland Echo. "In the end, there was an injury, and I had to return to Chelsea, now with great enthusiasm and training hard every day. It was all a bit chaotic, but in the end, I'm a person who faces everything with the utmost positivity. And that's how I faced it, now enjoying every moment, because a footballer's career is short."